Hey there, besties. Happy Thursday. It is your girl Call here. Today we have some fun. We have a fun necklace set that we're going to be doing with this month's Bargain Bead Box. I've been playing around with a few designs, and I did one last night that I really loved, so I'll be sharing that one today. Yeah, and that is about it, guys. So if you are new to the Bargain Bead Box, you're not sure what that is, I will put the unboxing video in the description box. My unbox slow down call. It's not a marathon. I will post the link to my unboxing in the description box, as well as all of Bargain Bead Box's pertinent informations. So basically, it's a monthly bead box. It's a subscription. The colors and the themes change every single month, and it's a really great deal for $23. You get gemstones, you get glass, you get bindings, you get charms, you get all kinds of stuff, crystals, chain, just so many things that you get. So guys, and I'm going to do something a little classy today, and I'm just going to slide my bead mat in because I've already got some materials on it, as you can see. I'm trying to be expedient because I noticed my last two videos were on the longer side. However, half-baked ideas are always going to be a little bit longer, to be fair. Okay, so what we are making is a necklace today and earrings. We're also making earrings. But we're going to call this the Moody Blues Mandala necklace. The Moody Blue Mandala necklace. Yes, I had to say it 3 times because it was just so magical. So what we're going to be needing for this today is you're going to be needing, if you guys got your Bargain Bead Boxes, you can also use things in your stash. I'm sure you can source some really cool stuff. But if you want to use the Bargain Bead Box, we're going to use this mandala. We are also going to be using this teardrop. Now, I did debail it because I was not crazy about the bail, and also it didn't fit into my design. So she went. You are going to need 8 inches of 20 gauge wire, which we have right here. You're going to need 19 of these 8mm crackle agates. You're going to need 19 of those. You're going to need 20, putting this guy in the middle because he goes in the middle. You're going to need 20 of the 6mm matte lapis. You're going to need 38, guys. You'll be so proud of me. I'm using the triangle beads and jewelry, even though I said I wasn't going to do it, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 100,000,000% honest with you. I don't want to make a sun catcher. I don't want to make non-jewelry right now. I'm kind of in a jewelry phase in my life. I'm in a jewelry era, and I just want to make jewelry. So I know I did tell you guys I was going to probably make a sun catcher or some such nonsense. I'm probably not. I'm just letting you know. So I'm incorporating the triangles into the jewelry because that is far less scary than making a sun catcher with them. Okay? All right. I hope you can forgive me. We're going to be using 2 crimp tubes, 2 jump rings, a lobster claw, and a 2-inch piece of extender chain. We are also going to be using some bead stringing wire. This is the 19 strand in the bright Beadalon. This is the 0.018. And the crimp tubes are going to be the 2mm crimp tubes from Beadalon as well. And we're also going to be using, I'm going to be honest, I don't know, other than they came in a little Tic Tac container. I don't know if these are crimp tubes or if these are 15 O's. I'm really not sure, but we're going to be using them as well. My friend Kristen would know exactly what these are because she's the one that sent them to me, but I think they're 15 O's, but they could also be like #1 crimp beads. They're really, really tiny, as you can see. They're this big. We're going to be using a bunch of those, okay? And I'm actually just going to go ahead. Well, no, not yet. I know I have some here, but we're going to dump some more in there because it's fun when we have piles of bigger stuff, right? Bigger piles is funner to play in. Is funner a word? It is now. All right, my friends, let's start us off, shall we? This piece of wire is going to be for the earrings, so I'm actually going to put that to the side. That is a 22 gauge piece of wire. So if you're getting your wires out, guys, that's what we have. There's a little fly flying around here. I see him, and he's just having fun. So if you see him, just pay him no mind, because it's when you give them attention, that's when they create chaos, right? So if you don't give him no attention, maybe he'll go away. I'm not sure if that's how it works in the fly world. All right, so first we are going to be making a fun little treatment with this. Okay, we're gonna, now listen, I'm not a wire masterpiece maker. I'm not a wire Van Gogh. I'm just me. Okay, I'm just me. And so we're gonna do, but I do know how to make spirals. I don't know how well I make spirals, but I do know how to make a spiral. So we're going to be doing we're going to be doing a simple wire wrapping treatment with this guy. Now, we're also going to use this guy. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect this piece with this piece right here in the middle. Now, if you notice, let me bring you up tight and personal. Right in the middle in these leaves here, there's an opening, okay, in the middle. That's what we're going to attach. We're going to attach this to that, okay? That's what we're doing. And then this guy is going to go here, and this is how we're going to look. Smashing. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Oh, I also have 2 wire guardians, which I don't understand. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, we might be using wire guardians, my friends. I don't know. I haven't decided 100%, but we might. All right. So let's move these guys to the side. We don't need them right now. I am going to straighten this wire just a little bit. I had straightened it earlier, and then I stuck it to the side, and I have these little baskets that I put my projects in that I'm going to be filming, and the wire got a little bent in the basket. It's not basket friendly, not 8 inches anyway. So we're just straightening this out a little bit, semi-work hardening. We're not going to do it enough to work harden it, just enough to kind of get it warm and going. I am going to cut this little piece off to make her flush. Bring in my little receptacle. Okay. So now, this is what we're going to be doing. It's my chair. We're going to be taking this guy and we're going to be putting it through here. You can probably do this with craft wire. This is Bead-on German style wire. That is the wire for 95% of my projects. But you can use craft wire. You can also probably do this with 22 gauge as well. I'm using 20 gauge because I'm running out of 22, if I'm being honest. And I want it kind of like a big booty Judy spiral, you know. So the thicker your wire, the thicker your spiral will be. And that's where my brain is. We want a big booty Judy. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these wires and like you would do briolette style. And we are going to make sure one side is a lot longer than the other side. So it's probably about 5 inches on this side. About 5.5 inches on this side. It's not really, it doesn't have to be exact, but you want enough wire on this side to be able to do a spiral. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring those together like you would a briolette. Okay, so all I did was just brought these wires together. Now, we're not going to be using this side. This is going to be the front of our focal. This is what you are going to see. So the wires are in the side. Now what we're going to do, this is going to be my wrapping wire. This is going to be the longer side is what you're going to make your spiral with. So what I'm going to do is treat these wires now. So I'm going to grab some pliers, and you're going to need some pliers. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't go through a material list, but we'll go through them as we get there. So this is our wrapping wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to kind of bend it down a little bit, right? And then I'm going to take this wire because this is going to be our... And I'm going to put that up. So this is what you should have. You'll have one wire going across. You'll have one wire going up. Okay. Now we're going to do a little trick here. This is the wire that we're going to connect to the mandala, but we're going to do we're going to do a little fakey wrap there. Okay. We're just going to do a little, there we go. We're not going to wrap it onto the pendant because I don't possess that much patience. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take this longer wire. Now you can take your pliers. And guys, just make sure you don't squeeze these too much because, you know, we don't want our pendant to be weird, hang strangely. Okay, so I am just going to take this up and down here, and I'm going to take this wire and I'm just going to wrap it around once. And then I'm just going to wrap it around one more time, just underneath that first wrap. Okay. So that is what you have. We have one wrap, and then we laid this wire right underneath that wire. And we're having this wire is just going to come out to the side. Now you can take your, because it will get a little bent out of shape. And you can wrap it as many times as you want. You can wrap it 3 times, 4 times, however many times you want. Okay? Completely up to you. All right, so now that we have that wire, And this is what we have. We have this guy going up, and this guy's just gonna, we're just gonna make a simple loop up there. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna attempt to make a spiral. Now, I don't know, I might have made a spiral on a video before, I don't remember. But so I'm a little nervous right now because I am not a wire maestro, my friends. I am not, but we're gonna try it. So now I don't know if I quite need this much wire. We have about a little over 4 inches. So I'm actually just gonna cut this down to 4 inches. Okay. You're going to just cut that down to about 4 inches. We'll say that's about 4 inches. All right. So now I'm going to bring in another tool. I'm going to bring in these pliers. Now, guys, if you have like some of that tool magic, or you have some nylon jaw pliers that are a little bit finer than the regular nylon jaw pliers, that's great to have for this. Or like I said, if you have pliers that have tool magic on it, if you guys, that's some silicone nonsense that you did. It's not nonsense. It's great. It's great nonsense that you dip your tools in, and it's like 16, 17 bucks, and I haven't pulled the trigger yet. Because also, besides, I want to do it, but I have to buy pliers to do it, because I don't want to do it on my Zoron pliers, because these are like, excuse me, these are like the only good pliers I own, other than my bead-along cutters, but you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I hear it's good stuff, guys, so go out and look for that. But what I'm saying, we're going to make a spiral, so you want to use, I like to use these because they're nice and flat. And they will help me shape that wire because they're flat. So they're perfect for that, guys. Get yourself a good flat pair of pliers. Okay, you're also going to need some round nose pliers. Now, we're going to start where it's going to look like we're making a wrap loop or something, but we're not. We're just going to be turning the wire into basically a little hook. Now, you can go this way, you can go that way. I don't really know if it matters which way we go. Let me see my other spiral, what way I went. It's in the trash here. I just literally cut this necklace. I cut this necklace apart right before filming. All right, so it looks like it doesn't matter. But I do know that this is the front of my pendant, okay? That's a pretty side too, but I feel like this is a little bit nicer. So that's the front of my pendant. So that is where my wire, you want to make sure your wire's coming out from the front side of your pendant, okay? So I'm just gonna, I guess we're gonna make, oh, I don't think it really matters. So let's just make it going downwards. Who cares? So basically we're just making a little, we're just doing that. And we're just kind of keep rolling until your wire like about meets your other wire. Okay. And that's going to look real ugly for a second. And like I said, I don't make the best spirals, but they're cute. They're cute. So now I'm going to go ahead, and this might be way too much. This is going to be a beefy spiral, my friends. I can tell you that. I think my last spiral, I only used 2.5 inches of wire. This is 4, so it's going to be a beefer. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the heavy duty booties. All right. So now we're going to take this here, and we're going to take our tool, and we're going to kind of put our tool here, holding this wire, holding this tool, but don't press down too hard because you don't want to mark up this wire. And we're just going to kind of roll it down, right? We're just holding that wire and rolling it on top of itself. And if you don't hold it tight, like I'm not really holding it that tight because I'm a little nervous, you might get a weird egg shape. And I don't really care because I don't mind an organic spiral. This is going to be a big spiral, my friends. I might have to, well, it's okay. Let's make a big spiral. I'm going for broke today. I'm I'm trying to keep that plier nice and tight to see how it created that little bump because I kind of let the pressure off. Let's see if we can fix that and make her a little bit rounder. There we go. That's slightly better. It's just about maintaining pressure as you're rolling, right? And we talked about this before, guys. You'd think I was good at rolling stuff, but I'm really not. I'm only good at rolling an ankle. That's about it. That's a big spiral. Yes, she's large and in charge. Large Marge. All right, and we are coming home with the spiral. Keep rolling it, my friends. Keep rolling it. There we go. Keep rolling. There she is. Lovely. Isn't it lovely? Now you can go in here and fix it a little bit. Make sure that's nice and centered. I like to push it up against there. And that's what we have. Not bad for a non-wire guru. Not bad. Not bad. I will deal with that one. It's going well, my friends. Here we are. Okay. So now I'm going to take these pliers and I'm going to cover here. And I'm actually going to turn it on this side. And we're just going to go ahead and chomp down or bend your wire over. We're just going to do that because we're going to be making a simple loop here. Now, guys, you don't want a terribly small simple loop here, but you also don't need a huge simple loop. I would say maybe about an inch of wire. Maybe not quite an inch, maybe like 3/4. And then we're going to roll that up. And hopefully that was enough because that was a good spiral. There we go. Then we're just going to come in here and just break this neck ever so slightly. And then we're just going to kind of wiggle that in, right? So that's what you have. It's not 100% closed. I can see it's a little daylight, but we thought we have to open it. So that is fine. So now we are going to open, right? And then we're going to find that point on here. So it's going to be this. Oh, look at that cat hair. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, it's going to be this hole here. Let me see. Where are you? If you can see the center hole in between, like it comes to 2 points here. In between the 2 points, there's a center hole, and that's going to be your center point of gravity on this pendant. And that is where we're inserting our loop. And then we're just going to go ahead and close it. Right? This is literally the hardest part of the necklace, and it's done. So the rest of the necklace is just stringing, my friends, and it's beautiful. Okay, so let's cut some stringing wire here. I believe this was when I made this sample. I believe it was about 18 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. I like to cut a little over. I could do on the spool, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling spoolish today. So I'm going to cut about 22 inches of wire. Well, yeah, I cut about 21 inches. Okay, there we have that. All right. So now I'm going to put a bead stopper on one end just in case. But what I want to do is I want to load my focal on first. So you can see how that goes. And then we'll string up one side and then we'll string up the other side. That's how I did it the last time. So actually, let me take that off for a second. Then I'll put it on in a second. Okay, so first what I want to do is, oh yeah, I do want to knock some of these out here. Some of these little in the tic-tac. Because it's nice when you can just have a pile you can pick from. You can just like, you know, like so. But yeah, I like anything that is small enough to put in a Tic Tac jar. I think that's fun. I love you. Oh my God. Did you see them all over here? Did that just happen? Oh, it's the bead string. It's like whoosh, like a wild hose, guys. Have you ever seen like a fireman lose control of the hose? I don't mean in the biblical way. In the biblical way, I mean like an actual hose. And it just, that's what just happened, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I know it was. Okay. Calm down, everybody. It's going to be okay. All right. Now, these are going to be small enough that they probably will just go through that hole, which is fine because we can just, when we add the rest of the beads, it'll squish them back in there. So we're going to do one of these. Yeah. Well, first we're going to string this on here. That's what we're going to do first, is put that through that hole. And then we're going to, well, that can stay on that side. That's fine. Because there's actually two next to each other here. This guy. Okay. And then we're going to put on another one of these. Okay. And then we're going to put it through this hole. Right. And then we're going to pull it through, and then that bead will just snap right into place. And then I am going to put another, because like I said, there was two on either side. I am going to put another one on that side. So now that has two on either side. So let me bring this down. And that, my friends, is our focal. And I think it's beautiful. So now basically our pattern is, and let me just hold these up, and then I will put a I will put this guy here. Okay. So our pattern is basically going to be one of these, and we're going to put one of these little silver ones in between everything. And it's so small, but it makes such a design, like, it makes things look more elegant, in my opinion. So it's going to be, we're going to have this big one is in the middle, and then we're going to start with one of these, and then we're going to put a triangle in between each of the beads, right? So this is kind of going to be our pattern, like this, you know, like so. Little one, triangle, big one, triangle, little one, triangle, big one. That's how we're doing, and then a little guy in between. So we already did our little guy. So let us start stringing. And guys, it's just easy. It's just stringing. I don't know about you guys, but I love stringing. Stringing is so much fun to me. It is my favorite. Now, I say that because I haven't started seed beading yet. But I feel like, oh my God, I was really good at this earlier. I feel like seed beading will be, I think it really will be something that I enjoy, because I do enjoy this more smaller, tedious work. It doesn't look like that right now, but I don't know if it's something that I will enjoy teaching. Oh, look, one of them little balls is stuck in there. I don't know if I would enjoy teaching it. You know, I see Danielle knocks it out of the park, but I don't know how she does it. I would be, maybe because she's, like, Danielle's so good at it that it's like second nature to her. So maybe if I ever got that quite that proficient, then it, you know, it would feel different. Did that even go on there? I think he fell off. If he was ever on there. There we go. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, some of these holes are a little bit bigger, so I have to make sure that those seed beads aren't getting sucked into those holes. All right. Oh my goodness. See, the triangles heard me talking smack about them earlier, so they're like, yeah, we're going to make you look real good, Ms. We're going to make you look real good. You know, these crackle beads were really pretty, but some of mine were not good. Like, a lot of mine had pieces out of them, and like, or they were like not formed well. I'm not sure, but I picked out the best ones. I also picked out the most blue ones, and I kind of left the more purpley ones out, just because this is going to be a Moody Blues necklace, you know, and I'm trying to keep the blues in. This is why I thought the crystals would be good, the triangle crystals, because they're another different shade of blue. So let me make sure I'm doing this right, making sure everything is good. Okay. Sometimes I have to do that when I talk a lot. Like, make sure that your mouth isn't right in check, so that your brain can't cache right now, Call. Keep it all together. We try. Oh, friends, I have to remind you, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I don't have to remind you about that. But just in case I don't do a video tomorrow, because I have some stuff on my desk that I think I want to shoot, but I don't know if the Hubs has anything planned tomorrow. So just in case, Saturday, guys, the Gemstone Orphanage, I know you guys have heard me talk. I love the Gemstone Orphanage. You know I do. And I talk about them all the time. But they are having an auction on Saturday the 15th. Over on the YouTube channel, and I will also put their YouTube channel in the description box. So you can find their YouTube channel at 12 p.m. Eastern. Now, I don't know what time that is for you, but 12 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, the 15th. Go over there and check that out, what that's all about. Guys, I'll be over there hanging out. I'll be answering questions. I'll be in the chat. You guys want to come hang out? And then at 5 o'clock over on Seed Bead Saturday, we are taking over Sam's Bead Shop, my friends. It is our Seed Bead Saturday takeover. We do that once a month. Danielle, I say we, it's Danielle. She takes over Sam's Bead Shop once a month on a Seed Bead Saturday. So that will be happening as well. That happens at 5 p.m. Eastern. And I will be there, of course, behind the scenes, pulling all the strings and doing stuff and things. So come over there and hang out for that. We got lots of stuff to do this weekend, my friends. Saturdays are busy for me. So a lot of times, I have busy work weekends because I do stuff for other people. I also do other things. I volunteer at shelter. At the shelter, we do events on the weekends sometimes. So guys, it's all like during the week is my weekend. That's when I get to relax during the week. On weekends, I'm pretty much moving, doing things and stuff. So I'm not complaining though, because it's wonderful to be able to do things and stuff, you know. But yeah. Because then usually on Sunday, so Saturday, I usually have Danielle. I don't always have the Gemstone Orphanage on Saturday. It's just that we're doing this auction this week, and I'm excited for it. But we also, then on Sunday, we have Silver Silk Sunday there over in the Silver Silkies group. And I'm usually there backing up and monitoring, backing Joan up because Joan's my girl. I'm usually in there moderating, helping them out. And then Monday, we usually have, Danielle has a show at 7, usually every Monday. And so, yeah, we have great, like, the weekend's always fun for me, busy with work, but fun busy, good busy, right? Like, productive busy. That's, I don't know, but we'll put that one towards the end. That's the kind of, didn't we have a card that said that, guys? And I'm sorry about, I didn't have a card. I'm out of cards. I have to order some. I am out of cards. Guys, can you believe we're at like 9? I think this will be 97 videos. Yeah, we ran out of cards. But what was I saying? Oh, about being busy, like be productive rather than be busy, I think was what one of those cards had told us. So stop being so busy and start being productive. And it's kind of true, but it's a productive busy, right? It's a productive busy. It's all good. I love it. I wouldn't change my schedule for anything. I love it. I love helping out my friends. I'm going to start helping out Jennifer soon. Oh, I think I have a live coming up with Jennifer too next week. I have to check my calendar. I have a calendar now, y'all. Oh my God, it's getting real. It's getting real. I have a calendar. That's scary. All right, guys, we are almost done. I know we've been kind of like just talking and hanging out and just kind of, because stringing is kind of like, you know, it's just a repetitive process, you know, just putting beads on string. We're not curing cancer over here. I cut way too much bead string wire, apparently. That's okay. It's okay. It's all going to be okay. I kind of have more? Did I miss a triangle somewhere? It looks like I've got, well, no, that's right. That makes sense. I just counted. That makes sense. Oh, guys, I got to go to Buc-ee's today with my friend. Well, it's my husband's friend from work, but she's my friend too. She called me up and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was actually just about to shoot this video. And I said, "I think I'm going to shoot a video." She's like, "Do you have to do it right now?" I'm like, "I guess I don't. You okay? What's going on?" And she's like, "I want to go to Buc-ee's and get my boyfriend something for Valentine's Day, because apparently there was something there that only Buc-ee's had. I don't know. But you know me, guys. I will never pass up a chance for some beaver balls, all right? You know your girl's got to have the balls. I mean, the Bucky nuggets, beaver nuggets, Bucky balls, whatever they are, beaver nuts. I don't know. But they're delicious. They're delicious and tasty and not as salty as you would think. They actually taste like, if you guys have ever had the cereal corn pops, that's kind of what they taste like, corn pops. They're so good. But I am on a diet. So even though I said in my brain, oh my God, I need beaver balls, I knew that I couldn't have beaver balls, but I love going to Buc-ee's anyway. Buc-ee's is so much fun. It's like, it's like leaving the state for 5 minutes. I don't know. It's crazy. But, I said, yeah, pick me up. I'll go to Buc-ee's. And I was good, guys. I didn't get no bad stuff. I did get a nice coffee. But if that was the worst of my transgressions for the day, I think we'll be all right. But that was my fun for tonight. The rando Buc-ee's trip. Guys, if you I don't know, there's other Buc-ee's in other places, but if you guys ever get to Pigeon Forge, I think we have the biggest Buc-ee's right now. I do think there is a Buc-ee's being built somewhere, I read, that's going to be bigger than Pigeon Forge. And I ask you, my friends, how many gas pumps does one place need? Honestly, if you've ever been to Buc-ee's in Pigeon Forge, it's got like 150 pumps. I don't even think I'm exaggerating. It's a ton. It's a whole mess ton. Oh, guys, we're at the end. I'm excited. But yeah, so, but if you ever get a chance to go to Buc-ee's, first of all, call your girl and be like, do you want to go? Because I'll probably say yes. And then we'll go to Buc-ee's. All right, my friends, we are done. So look how beautiful this is. You see, let me hold it up for you here. Let's hold our, look how beautiful that is. And you can see it's just like those little tiny spacers just add the perfect amount of, you know, it lets every bead kind of show. And I love that. I love that about you little baby beads. All right, so let us crimp. And guys, look, I got all my stuff together. I got my extension chain. I got lobster clasp. I got the Guardians. Oh, God, are we going to use them? I've got the tubes. I guess we're going to use Guardians because this is probably going to be a gift. I also have 2 jump rings, a 6 and a 4 millimeter. This is probably going to be a gift for my sister because I never gave her anything for Christmas. and yeah, so that's probably, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I have a wire Guardian and we're going to use it. So first we're going to put our crimps. I hope you're not watching, Heidi. Please don't be watching. That's my sister's name, Heidi. We're going to put our crimp tube on, and then we are going to take this a little wire Guardian. So basically, it's a little horseshoe guy. And what this does is it protects your bead stringing wire from abrasion and things like that. And they are really, really useful. This bead stringing wire feels so slippery. I'm hoping those crimps work right. I don't know why. It's brand new. Maybe that's why, because it's brand new. I don't know. But there's little holes here. And so you feed your wire through the hole. And then you take it and you wrap it around the horseshoe and then you feed it through the other hole, right? So then this is what you have. And then you take your crimp tube and you put it on both pieces of wire. Okay. So it will look something like this. There we go. Now I do like to squeeze these a little bit. I will squeeze these a little bit. Okay. You can also do that with your tool. Sometimes with the regular crimpers, I will squeeze that little loop in there with the regular crimpers, but that's okay. That's fine for me. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get our magical crimping pliers, which are these fun little guys with the divot, and we are going to pop that crimp right into the divot. Right. And we are making sure, and if sometimes I will put my finger if I'm using a wire Guardian because it's very easy to get these caught inside your crimpers. You don't want to do that. I will push with my finger and make sure that that is not in my tool, and I'll go ahead and crimp. Okay, so then you have this a box shape. Okay, and then I'll come over here and I'll put that crimp on its side and I will line it up inside the crimp, inside the pliers, and then I will crimp again, and then I'm just going to go around and crimp, creating this ball, making sure, very sure that I am not getting my wire Guardian stuck in there. You don't want that, guys. It makes them very sharp. It's not a good look. It's not. Okay. And the only one thing I like about wire Guardians are if they're the same size, and make sure that is nice and secure, and it is. It will help you keep your loops the same size, right? Because they're the same size and you're feeding your, so it will help keep your loops consistent. That's also a good thing about them. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. All right. So, oh, excuse me. I just knocked a tool down. I don't know what it was. Guys, this desk is so small. I know I say it all the time, but Jesus, tiny. All right. So I'm going to slide all of my work down to this little area. Okay, and then I'm going to bead up this side. Guys, I won't put you through that. So I will be right back, and with the power of magic, this side will be done. Still there, guys? Okay, just checking. Okay, friends, and we are back. And here's our necklace. I did not crimp this side because I thought we would do that together. But isn't it beautiful? It's just so simple. And sometimes, guys, I just needed a simple project, Sometimes you just need a simple project. All right, so we're going to put on our crimp tube and our wire Guardian. exactly like we put on the last one, right? Through the horseshoe. And then this crimp tube. Now we're also, I don't know if this bead stringing wire will go through that 15/0 / crimp bead. Oh look, it went, oh look, that crimp bead went. That's the only problem with sometimes these, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna drive me crazy. The little 15/0s went inside that crystal triangle. Can you see that? Okay. I think maybe that one might have a crack or something because none of the other ones did that. Let me go grab, just going to take me a second. Let me go grab a triangle. All right. I just have them right over here on my little tray. Let me just take a sip of water. All right. And let's find it. I'm glad I saw that. Let's find another triangle that doesn't appear to have an issue. Okay, that's good. I'm sorry, little friend. I'm going to put you to the side. Again, we're going to put on, oh, we've got to put on one of these little guys. And I don't think the bead stringing wire is going to go through that little guy twice. So where did we put our crimp tube? I know it was just right here. I seen it. Did I put it on there? Did I put it on there? No. Guys, I know you saw it. It was just right here. Did my big boob come in and... Oh, there. Thank you, Mildred. Thank you, Mildred. I appreciate you. All right. So we're going to do that. Was a cat hair I was trying to get rid of on the down low. But the problem is I shouldn't say it if I'm going to do it. I should just do it. Anyway, but speaking about saying, guys, I just wanted to say, I know earlier I made a comment about these gemstones not being, I had a couple that weren't great. But what I have to keep in mind, guys, I feel bad for saying that because we have to keep in mind that these are gemstones, right? And sometimes gemstones will vary because they're not going to be perfect. They're rocks. They're from the earth. So these are not going to be precisely cut. And I have to keep that in mind, right? I have to keep that in mind. And the Bargain Bead Box is amazing. And they always give us really good products. We also have to keep in mind that it's $23, right? It's $23. So let us not complain too much. And I try to not complain because usually there's nothing to complain about. I mean, I just had a couple beads that weren't the best, but they're gemstones. So sometimes that happens and we have to understand that. All right. I feel better now that I said that. What I'm trying to do is just put this tube in there, which for some reason was being difficult. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see that little fancy move I did. I'm going to pull all that down. I'm so fancy. And I'm going to make sure that this is going to be nice and not stiff at all. Look how flexible that is. That's so flexible. That's what you want. You want nice flexicity. And I think a big reason for the flexibility also are the little spacers. Those little spacers help keep things fluid and flexible. So they're always a good idea. All right, let us go here and make sure we're not crimping quite on that little bead. Okay. All right. I know this is kind of looking sideways because I'm holding it down. I'm just making sure. Because once it's crimped, it's crimped. My fingers are always like extra slippery. All right, so we're putting that into that concavity. I'm pulling that bead string wire down a little bit, making sure that we're not crimping onto our wire guardians, making that box. I'm going to try to move that box down a little bit. Looks like she's in there, though. That's okay. Onto the side. Making those little squishes. Making sure that it's lined up in there. Because if you don't line it up quite right in that little cavity, you're going to get a mangled crimp, which is what I kind of have right now. Because I did not line it up properly on the second squish. But I'm fixing that. That's not, oh, that's mangled. I was about to say, that's not terrible. I'm probably going to have to restring this. More than likely. It's not great. But we're going to move on. I probably will. I did squish this. I just didn't tell you guys I squished it. I squished it on the down low. All right, my friends. We are crimped and sexy. Let me see about how long this is. So you guys know exactly. Should be about 19 inches. But I did not crimp the sample piece. So I'm not sure. That was just an estimate. So 12 plus 6, 7, 8. It's about 18. It's about 18 and a half inches. Which is nice. That's a perfect size. But I did bring over an extender chain. In case somebody wants it a little bit longer, they can do that. So let's put these on real quick. We'll do earrings real fast, and then we'll wrap up, because I know my videos have been long, and I know a lot of you don't mind that, but I'm going to do some shorter earring videos coming up. So this way, for our friends that like the shorter videos, we'll have some of those. I also have some stuff I want to discuss with you guys. Not tonight. I think we've talked about enough. But in the incoming weeks, there's some things I want to talk to you guys about. See, get your opinion on things. All right, this is my 6mm. This is going to be the Class B portion. This is going to be the portion that gets hooked onto. I like to use just a little bit of a bigger jump ring. I put a 2-inch piece of Rolo chain on, so whoever the wearer is can make this a little bit longer if they would like. Okay, make sure that is nice. We could put a little dangle on here, but I can do that later or not. I do want to move on. This is a 4mm jump ring. I do like to use a smaller jump ring on the lobster portion than I do, because I feel like it just helps to balance it out a little bit more, because the lobster's bigger, you know. And that just could be me. I do weird things. And we're going to make sure our lobster is going in the right way. Okay. And I made real simple earrings, guys. Real simple. Today we're doing simple things, because I needed simple today. I mean, pretty much everything I make is simple. I don't really make real complicated things. But I just wanted to string today, my friends. I just wanted to string. Okay. All right, so that is our necklace. Looking beautiful, looking beautiful. Okay, and let's make some earrings real quick. I probably should scoop all these up into something, but I'm not going to do it, because that'll take a minute. And I'm just going to put them over to the side and hope they don't go everywhere. All right, so like I said, I made a real simple earring. We just did a little stack them up with one of these lotus charms. I forgot that we had those little triangles. I might have put that triangle down there. But I kind of like this. Just real simple. We're not doing hard stuff. And for this, you'll need 2 of these 8mm. You will need 2 of the 6s. You will need 2 of the triangles. You will need 2 of these. You will need 2 ear wires. You'll also need a couple of these. And this is about, I believe, a 5-inch piece. This is a 5-inch piece of 22 gauge wire. All right, so I'm just going to straighten it out a little bit. Well, my tools are a mess over here. They started out so nice, like a little surgeon's table, while my tools were set out nicely on a bead mat. Now they're all on top of each other, like mud wrestling, just doing heinous stuff over there. Heinous. Shenanigans, even shenanigans. All right, we're just going to do that. And now what we're going to do is, all right, these, I don't need you. I'm moving the pliers that I don't need anymore, because they're getting on my nervous. Don't need you anymore. All right, guys, sorry. Sorry you had to witness all that. All right. So we're going to take this wire, and we're going to go down about, you don't need to go down terribly far. Maybe about 1/4 of an inch of that wire. Not 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of the wire. It's about 1 inch probably. We're going to bend that down. Well, probably 2 inches. I don't know how many inches it is. It's 1/4 of the wire. Okay. All right. So we're going to take our pliers, and we're going to put it about, I'm going to go about right there. We're going to swing that wire around. We're going to swing our tool around. Then we're going to bring that wire to the other side. Now, we are not going to close this yet. We're just going to do this, and then we're going to take it off the tool. And then that's what we have. Okay. And then we're going to swing this door open. It's a little bit smaller of a loop than I wanted, so I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And it doesn't matter. These are 2-sided charms. It doesn't matter what side it goes on. Just put it in there. Put her in there. Close that door. Now I'm going to just hold this here. with my pliers, like where the wires are crossed, and I'm just going to gently just throw in about 3 little delicate wire wraps in here. Okay. I think that's about it. Looks good. So then this is what we have. And if your wraps aren't the best, you can fix them up a little bit. Just squeeze them down. That looks good. Okay. Just gonna fix this too. Ooh, Shabuzi just came on. I probably shouldn't say that because YouTube will figure out a way to charge me for saying that. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut this. I love Shabuzi. He's a country singer for if you guys don't know. He's so cool. He's so full of energy. I just love his music. I love his voice. He's in a new Nerds commercial. Did you guys see? He's adorable. I love Shabuzi. All right, I said that 5 times. All right, so this is what we got. And now we're going to start stacking, and we're going to first start with a 15-0 that I think is a 15-0. And then we're going to put our biggest bead down here. Okay. And then we're going to put another bead, another one of these little either 15-0 slash 1 millimeter crimp beads. I don't know. Honestly, I think they're 15-0s, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so that one's a question because they're inconsistent in size because some of them fit on the wire and some of them don't. Okay, then we're going to put our 6 millimeter bead on. And then another one. And guys, you could use whatever seed beads you want as spacers for this project. It doesn't have to be a 15 because they are mighty tiny. And I think, yeah. Then we put another one at the top to kind of save that crystal. Because I'm going to be honest, when I made the first earring, the sample, I cracked the crystal at the top because I wrapped too hard. Like I did too many wraps. I got a little crazy wrapping. And yeah, so I do want to mirror these, but I think it doesn't really matter because we can interchange them either way. We'll figure it out. This is kind of a project that we can mirror them easily. We don't have to, sometimes some earring projects to mirror something, it's like a whole nonsense. All right, so we're going to go up here and we're going to make it bend. And now we're going to make it bend going the opposite bend from the loop that we made earlier. We're going to go the opposite direction. Okay. So I want to do about there because I want to get about 3 wraps. So I'm going to bend my wire over my pliers. And then I'm going to come back in with these guys. About the same place. About right there. Can I help you? My dog just walked in. I don't know if you heard her. She's like, Mom, you're going to be much longer. And we're just doing a wrap loop like we did on the bottom one. And then we're just going to go ahead. And that was terrible. So we can center up our loop. And now that's fine. Okay. You can always fix it, guys. You can always fix it. All right. Now we're just going to start our wire wrapping. So I think we're going to get 3 in here. 2 and 3. Okay. Don't get crazy with it. It's a little bent. I understand. We will fix that. Okay. Let me just get this here. We'll pull this up. Fix that a little bit. And let me find the pokey end. And then just get that in there. You just want to gently, okay? And now if you have like a weird loop up here, that's fine. We can fix it, right? All loops can be fixed, okay? So this is what you should have. And just loop up at the top, loop at the bottom. All the loops are here. And I'm just making sure sometimes things get a little out of control. And we're just lining all that up. And that looks lovely to me. And I just want to make sure that my loops are, one is going this way, one is going that way. I'm just going to turn this one slightly, just a little bit slightly over. Just real anal retentive about me, I know, but it wasn't quite going over enough for my liking. Now that's perfect. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, but it's good enough. So I'm going to open this ear wire, and this is just a big old swoopy ear wire. Now, let's see. Let's just put, like I said, I don't think it really matters. Close this up. Sometimes I'll just do a little extra roll. And then we could just move this. Let's see. Well, I guess it does matter when we mirror them. So let's just do this real quick, guys. We're just going to do this. We want to mirror them, right? We take this out this way and put it in this way. And then that should mirror them. See, you can do that when you have double-sided charms. If you don't have double-sided charms, then you have to... There we go. Now they're mirroring each other. So there we go, my friends. There is our lovely earrings. They're just a cute little stacking project, you know. And because this is the real star, right? Just a beautiful, just classically elegant. Yeah. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know, like I said, if I'll be back tomorrow. Guys, have a lovely Valentine's or Galentine's or whatever kind of tines that you are going to be celebrating tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day. Even if you're not celebrating, I hope you have a lovely day. So yeah, and I will see you guys on Saturday over at all the places. And yeah, until the next time, my friends, keep on planting those magical beans. Keep on planting the magical beans. Love you guys. Bye.